Alright, co-hosts, I already know what you're probably thinking. Boy, it's been a long ass time since you did an artist appreciation. And yes, while you can really think about that, it's been a minute, but at the same time, I'm not going to give myself a lot of time here, man, because I got other things I want to do today. And when it comes down to it, I'm just going to give myself 6 minutes to 7 minutes to kind of talk about this artist here. And we're really going to be focusing, if we do any more, on this particular subject, Loli artists, when it comes down to it, because obviously, Loli kind of pride mine.
I pulled a Chi-Chi. I pulled a Chi-Chi. I pulled a Chi-Chi. I'm not feeling very good.
Now, I've been seeing this artist for quite a minute, and I've been wanting to say something about him, so what time better than any? Which, the artist today we're going to be talking about is Ponpu. Yes, that's the actual name. It does have poo in it, which I find hilarious. But at the same time, that is the artist's name. But when it comes down to it though, if you also got any Loli artists that you want to tell me about this damn month, then also tell me in the comments and hit the subscribe button as well. But anyway, Ponpu's art style is a bit different. Because when it comes down to it though, they draw like anime characters and other characters, but when you really look at the characters and the work it is, don't it look a little off a little bit? Not in a bad way, but don't look like it's a little like, it doesn't really feel like super anime style when it comes down to it. And it more looks like a Western style if you ask me when it comes to it, right? But the thing is, I like how they made the style in the face of the characters look more Western than it actually, you know, looking more anime style, but you can still tell, oh, this is that Luoka chick from, you know, Dragon's Maid, or this is that other character from that other show, but they still look like, you know, who they are, and not necessarily be so off-putting and things like that. And granted, we've obviously seen styles that are super heavy Western and translate for anime characters into that, and it's not necessarily the ultimate or horrible looking thing, because hell, some of the fan art I received has been some of that Western style, and I'll be honest with you, I don't mind that shit. Remember this one with Konako riding on top of me? That, you know, people might be not necessarily vibing with it, but I think Anti-Social Boy did a good job on this one, right? There was like that one with Lamine I was clapping, honestly, and that was still looking good as well, so I have no personal problems when it comes down to it. But when it comes down to, you know, Ponpu here, it's like they took the Western style, tweaked it just enough to look Western, but not enough to change completely what the hell this is. Now, outside of just the style, and outside of just the art itself, when it comes down to why I'm talking about this artist, because if I'm being honest with you, there's a lot of good Dora content out there, and I'm being honest with you, she a little thick in them areas, which, how she that damn thick and how that came out perfectly, I have no idea. I want some of that Latina ass. But when it comes down to it though, the main reason as to why I want to talk about this artist and what they have drawn comes from one set of OC characters that they made, which is these non-Loli characters. There is two of them that I absolutely like. There's three actually, but there's two of them I really do just sit down and like. I like the girl with the glasses, I don't know their names, and I do like the hell out of the dark skinned one. She's hella great. And then also I do like this one too, because, you know, she's kind of looking a bit wild out there. But if you ask me who is like the more important one I like, or which one I would rank like the best, it will be the one with the glasses for me, number one, and then the dark skinned one. These are the girls that I really like that he drew out of anything, because it's just like, damn, one looks like they're absolutely about to be on demon time and just be, you know, smug about everything while you're trying to clap their cheeks the best way you can, and she's still trying to be smug as all hell, not losing face. And then you have this sweet dark skinned lady who basically is just like, yeah, come here, I'll take good care of you and all that type of shit, while you're clapping her cheeks, and she's just being like a kind ass soul while, you know, you're just making her guts filled with white liquid. So it's kind of interesting, honestly. But definitely, of all the things that I would say, in my personal opinion, Ponpu has drawn, the main thing that I really enjoy of his work is definitely going to be the non-Loli characters, because they just look hot as hell. And yes, you can definitely sit here and say that she gives off Kabuto vibes, because the most I think about when I look at I think Makila is her name. When it comes down to it, when I look at this character, I can't help but to think if Kabuto was a woman and also a loli and blonde as hell, this is what it would be. Or better yet, it would be the person that took Kabuto in, essentially. So that's where my thinking goes. But at the same time, would I pipe down? Abso-effing-lutely. But when it comes down to it though, that's just how I think of the character when it comes down to it, because I feel like there's a lot of good art that can be made of this person, and I honestly wish people knew more about Makila when it comes down to it, because she about fine as hell. You don't want to clap her? You wild it. And also briefly kind of looking at these characters and finding more information about them, there is character references and bios on these characters, so it's honestly really great, because Makila is like a character that is on some vengeance type beat but don't really carry out like that, but also at the same time like a sweet tooth and whatever. And then also she's the type of person that would be like, yeah, so I did 2 fingers this time, so you know, try to one up that shit. So she definitely again on some demon time, and I can definitely enjoy that type of character, honestly. So again, good in my damn book. And then also Carlini, which I think they call her Cece as a nickname, she's also pretty damn good when it comes down to it, even though she definitely isn't necessarily all that street smart, but that means you can easily let her do some odd things for you, which is a nice ass time, honestly. And when it comes down to it, she just seems good. I mean, they even said that, you know, she's obedient to a fault, so you know, it's gonna be a nice ass time when it comes down to it. You ask her to just basically just strip everything off for you, you're gonna see everything that you really want to see. But when it comes down to it though, again, for me personally, this is the main reason why I think this person should at least get some type of recognition in some shape and form, because you know, these characters I feel like could have a lot of potential to do some wacky and wild and things if they were popular enough and well known enough. So to be perfectly honest, hopefully, you know, people will come through and see these characters and enjoy what they are, because yeah, they are pretty damn high, I'm not gonna hold you. Now unfortunately Ponpu doesn't necessarily have a Twitter, but they do have a blog, which to be perfectly honest I can't link because I don't want to take any chances with YouTube, because I already got in trouble again for some reason, I don't understand why. But when it comes down to it, I'm not going to try to do anything weird when it comes down to it, like put a link down there. So hopefully you can go find them, give them a follow, and enjoy more of their work, because yeah, definitely let them know that they're cooking, especially with the nun characters, because gosh dang do I want Makilop and, you know, Sis Carly CC on my tip, because absolutely both of them can get it. So when it comes down to it though, that's all I gotta say for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on my outs, also follow me on the socials, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Patreon. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, it's Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.